We are live.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi,
everybody.
everyone.
Yes, so nice to see you all again.
Yes, it's great to
Yes.
be together, although virtually, still great to be
Yes.
together again.
Yes. Oh my
Hi,
gosh, y'all are
Sharon.
so excited. You all are so
The
excited. We are
hype
so
Yay!
is
excited.
on.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Thank you all so much for
yes.
joining us on another episode of Behind.
The
Beauty.
Woo! We are so excited to be back with another episode of Behind the Beauty. And as you all can probably tell by the title, we have some superstars backstage, okay? So we have the brand, the skincare cool kids, youth to the people backstage. And let's go ahead and give them a round of applause. They have so many innovative things that they're going to be talking to us about today. They have so many amazing products, and you all have probably seen them in Sephora and the likes. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce them one by one. It is an entire team of amazing people backstage. So let's just go ahead and bring them out. First and foremost, we have Jessie. Hi, Jessie.
Hi, so excited to be here. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for being here. We are so excited. You guys, we have more people backstage.
More
We
people.
have Samantha.
Hi,
Hi.
everyone. How's it going? We're so excited.
Oh my gosh, we are so excited to have you. You are so awesome. We have Kwani.
Hey,
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, Alicia, I like that one.
Jack clap.
Yes, love it.
Just,
Love
shaking
it.
up the
Stump the
choreo.
yard moment.
Yes. And last but certainly not least, we have one half of the owner of You to the People. We have Mr. Gray.
Yes, great.
Hey
Yes.
everybody. Hey, well, I'm immediately feeling the energy here, so I'm super excited. The team is excited. Yeah, thanks for having me and having us today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming in and coming and spending your evening with us. We are so happy to have you all to share more about yourselves as well as youth to the people. Now, I have always been drawn to your brands, and I know a lot of people are because it's just aesthetically pleasing. And on top of that, you make so many amazing products. So, of course, we're going to dive into the interview questions. But before we jump into that, can you give us a little bit more background about how You to the People started and maybe, give the people a little intro?
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, Youth of People started in 2015, but really it goes way back further than that. It goes 3 generations, over 40 years, to when my grandmother started a professional skincare line in 1979. So she was a
Oh,
pioneer in the industry and a huge advocate for women becoming entrepreneurs in the space. So she was obsessive on ingredients, which is why you see us put all of our ingredients on the front of our bottles. But she loved that skincare and beauty was an opportunity where women could become business owners. And so education has always been at the forefront and at our heart as a family business. And she had 7 kids, 6 daughters, 5 became estheticians or cosmetologists.
Wow.
My mom was one of them.
wow.
So yeah, wild. And started her business at 60 with all those kids. So we could go on very deep
That is
about that whole story.
amazing.
Yeah. And so I grew up either in the hair salon or at my grandmother's skincare business. And so it's in my DNA. I love it
Yeah.
to my heart. I love that it's a community. I love the way people love skincare. I love that it makes a real difference in people's lives, a positive change in how we feel about ourselves. And I love that it's always evolving. It's challenging. It's always changing. And so it's always a challenge for us when you're, behind the brand making products. So,
Yeah.
we had a professional line of 70 products, and we wanted to bring that quality that was in the back bar that you would get when you see an esthetician, but make it easy to understand so you could walk up to the shelf and be like, okay, that's my cleanser. I have dry skin. That's my
Right.
moisturizer. There's my serum. So simplifying a bit, but also, building a brand from the ground up that, stood for something and that wasn't afraid
Mm-hmm.
to show its values. And hopefully create a brand that people could see themselves in, and that honored everybody, no matter what you believe in and who you love, all the way down. And that's something that we work at every single day at the brand, past the products. It's called Youth to the People. So it's about the people more than it is anything.
That is a really cool story.
Yes,
and a cool name. So
is.
Youth to the People. How did you all come up with that name though?
Yeah. So, I mean, it really was like months and months, when I don't know if you ever thought about, you want to name something. It could be anything simple from your Instagram handle to your cat or anything, but it's like, it takes over, you get obsessive on it. And like, I get crazy. If my team knows, like, I love naming things. I love like campaign slogans, names of products. And Kwani and I go deep daily on just like naming things, dropping DMs at 11:30, so I was that way with the brand name. I knew I wanted it to encompass, this new conscious way of thinking about caring about our body and our mind and our skin in one 360 approach. And also being inspired by the fact that people wanted to create change, and that we could create change together as a collective. So I knew that was like the essence of what the name was. And that was like for 6 months. And I actually wrote randomly was writing copy for a serum. I wrote it for a slogan, which was power to the serum, youth to the people. And my mom and I were in her office and we were just staring at it. And she covered up the first part and we just stared at youth to the people. And we're like, oh my gosh, I think that's it.
That's the one.
And hopefully GoDaddy is going to be our friend. Hopefully GoDaddy is, everything was available somehow, it was like 2013. So people really weren't, because it took us 2 or 3 years to build the brand. So people weren't naming per brands like that emotively yet. It was sort of like a new thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So then you got to walk through the fears of like, is this the good name? Everyone's like, well, it's kind of long. It's kind of different. I'm like, but we knew it had the feeling of what we were hoping to do. And, as be an aspirational brand that you think something when you read it immediately.
Yeah. When I first saw your brand, I thought, this is skincare that's going to bring out the youthful side of our skin, like improving our skin so that it can remain its best. Because most of our skins usually was its best when we were in our youth and in our prime. So that was the first thing I thought about. But hearing the deeper meaning, it just gives it more of like a twofold meaning with the brand's name.
Absolutely. We talk a lot about what is youth. We ask that question a lot. And for us, aging is the most beautiful thing. We should be honored to age if we're lucky enough to really live. We grow, we change so much, and life can be so short, so aging is really like, I always think of culturally, we have just like a different view of it. But when we think about youth, we think about words like curiosity and, like the idea that open-mindedness is such a youthful thought. And when you're curious, you want to learn, and, you pick up anything at any age, start painting, or, an instrument at 40 or 50, like that's youth. So how do we embody that is something we really strive for as well.
Love that.
That was like the best answer ever.
Really?
You're doing it.
Yes.
Thought about it a few times. It keeps me up at night.
You got that one, yeah.
Well, given the creativity behind the name and the thoughtfulness put behind it and the legacy heavy story that you told us about the brand, what inspired the actual creations of the individual products? Because your products have become hero products in many people's routines, and they're not letting them go for a long time.
Yeah, hopefully, hopefully that's the point. Does anybody want to hop in? Does anybody want to hop in that knows the line really well?
Like the cleanser has been
that tail cleanser.
Holy grail.
Yes. Obviously the cleanser is the gateway into the brand. That's kind of how I describe it. Once you try the cleanser, it's all over. You're kind of hooked on everything. It's like the gateway, I don't want to say drug, but you know what I mean. It gets you excited. But yeah, obviously Greg and Joe are very inspired by antioxidants. Everything that's good for us internally. You know, it's going to show on our skin. Our skin's our largest organ. Mm-hmm. So, you know, the cleanser, the Air Whip, our first couple of products were, you know, just really enriched with kale, spinach, all these really incredible extracts that are phenomenal for your skin. I think, you know, Greg and Joe were drinking a green juice when they came up with the idea for our cleanser, which is now like the green juice for your face. You know, people describe it like that. And the whole brand just kind of exploded with all these amazing, cool ingredients. You know, we have products that have adaptogenic mushrooms. We have products that have yerba mate, like really cutting edge ingredients and technology that has just really inspired the brand. And it's kind of how people know us. They recognize we recognize us by our ingredients, as you know, and as Greg mentioned before, we like to put everything right there on the bottle and be very transparent. Mm-hmm. And so people kind of recognize us as like, you know, oh, the kale cleanser and you know, the mushroom moisturizer.
Right.
Yeah.
Love it. So something that you all may not know about you, to the people that I know personally I was really excited about to share with you all, is their passion for diversity. They actually came to us and said, hey, we want to share how much this means to us and the efforts that we're doing. So how do you all champion that? That's something that's extremely pivotal to Kelsee and Alicia and I. So I was personally excited to hear that you all wanted to share that with our followers.
Take it away, Kwani.
Hey, girl. Hey, y'all. I first wanted to thank Jessie for the invite to even talk about this. I think it just really speaks to the dynamic of our team, and just always making sure we're including and just thinking about the team members. So I just want to say thank you.
Love you.
We champion. I think championing diversity, I think it really starts with our team. I think just being able to work for a brand where I can, where inclusion it's literally built into my job title and my role. I think that just speaks volumes to our brand pillars and just who we are. So, but I think internally, it really just starts with our team. We have a wonderful DEI committee that's led up by three wonderful Black women. Shout out to Kristen, Janine, and Lauren. And then we also have just members of our senior leadership, including Greg, and then myself, that kind of rounds out that diversity leadership team. And so I think internally, it really started with just, educating ourselves and checking ourselves and really holding ourselves accountable and asking, like, where did we need to make improvements? And I think internally, one of the things that I really wanted to see was improvements in the diversity of our overall staff. And so we recently made 2 major hires in senior leadership. So our senior vice president of marketing, she is a Black woman. She comes from L'Oreal. She's super great. Shout out to Tiffany. And then we also have our senior vice president of ops and PD. Her name is Armine. And so I think just having women of color, people of color in positions of leadership and influence, that really kind of sets the precedence for how our brand, for how the brand runs. And so I think that, it's just so important. Externally, I really want to give a shout out to Jessie, Sam, and Ellie, our wonderful social influencer team. So we really work with a really diverse bunch of creatives, not only content creators, writers, artists, musicians, athletes, and that percentage breakdown amongst all of them, it's really diverse. And so it's really important for me. I think the reason why I started or got into skincare was because, a brand that I really loved, like, I didn't see myself represented in their social media. And it's like, for me to want to buy a product, I need to see myself. Like, I need to know that that product is going to work for me. And so we really, champion working with a diverse, group of people. And then we get to do really cool things. I think this year for Pride, we did an inclusive flag design that included Black and Brown for Black and Brown communities, and also pink, white, and blue. for our trans community. So I think that was just, it's just kind of an external, symbol for how we value diversity internally. So just really proud of the team and really proud that, again, that I even get to talk about this for a skincare brand, because we know that typically that's not the norm.
You are so right. And I think something that's even more beautiful about your brand is that you're starting with the head and making those changes there. Because we all know, especially with beauty, you can, maybe represent a diverse community like at the lower level, but you're really not going to make that effective change and really be mindful of what gaps you had and what is needed until diversity is in leadership. So I think that's so commendable for you all. I know I've seen it in Sephora stores. Anytime anything comes around, y'all are the first to change your packaging to represent whatever is going on. And I love that about you all. So kudos to you all for making the change, not just with your products, but also in leadership and identifying that and wanting to consistently improve and, make those positive changes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the things over the course of the brand growing and just how grateful I am to even have a company with this many people that that work for the brand is it's not just a company, it's a responsibility. Skincare is a responsibility. Mm-hmm. It's something that you put on your skin. There's a lot of trust built into that, and past that as an organization, it's a responsibility of what we can be and what we can stand for in the industry. We can do things the right way and set an example, and then other brands will build with us, and so mm-hmm. we're not the biggest by any means, but hopefully us doing what we can, and it starts with representation. That's what I've learned more than anything. And it's at the different parts of the business. Is it in product development? Do you have representation in product development? Mm-hmm. Is it in the marketing team? Is it in leadership? And, honestly, things take time depending on the organization, mm-hmm. how long it's been around, how big it is. So I think if anybody has the right thought and wants to create change, I champion everybody doing it, no matter how long, what their approach is, because it all makes a difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. We're also so lucky, I think, from the creator's perspective. Me and Jesse work and get to have these relationships with the most amazing community and an inclusive community that externally pushes out the same mission and ethos that we have internally. And the individuality across the board within our creator community is phenomenal and really speaks to what the brand as a whole stands for. And that's the beauty really of the internal reflection in our external influencer community. And we're so lucky to have the family that we do.
Totally. I couldn't agree more. And to wrap up that, all this amazing stuff that's been said, it also is just the best feeling. I've said it a million times, but to work for a brand that, stands for social justice and all these really important things. I'm not, that I don't know if that's the case for the whole world. It just feels very good to be with a brand that is moving in the right direction, and I'm just very proud to represent it.
Amazing. I mean, everything that you all said just resonated so hard with me, especially Greg saying skincare is a responsibility. I was like, it is. It's true. Are you being a responsible adult? Are you doing your skincare? Are you drinking your water?
Right.
I love that. Seriously. So everything that you all said is amazing. I'm so glad to see that you all are making that impact. And it doesn't matter how big or small you are. It goes to show that everything is noticed. Nothing goes unnoticed. And everybody is resonating with you all for a reason. And we can tell, even without having this opportunity to get to know you all, we can still tell that you all actually cared. We can tell by the products that you come out with and just your overall mission and what you portray. We see you. So there are so many people here that have tried your products and they are really, really in love with them, and they've incorporated them into their holy grail. Fun. You have your holy grails. But there are some people here that haven't gotten a chance to try anything from your brand yet. So for a beginner to your brand, where do you feel that they should start as a basis and you can cover, you know, the three main, well, I don't know, it might be more than three for you all, but the main skincare concerns that people, you know, have, where would you say they would start? Like for dry skin people, oily skin people, you know, like that.
PIH. I came in barefaced just for you guys.
Yes. Alicia, do a little dance.
You're gorgeous. I can dive in on that. I mean, our entire line is really geared towards overall skin health, you know, and we're also launching really purposeful treatment products that are result driven. And, you know, we have our superfood cleanser, of course. I mentioned before, it's the gateway, you know, drug. But essentially, it's the perfect cleanser. It's pH balanced. It's essentially for all skin types. It's perfect gel textured formula. So it doesn't feel, you know, too stripping on the skin. We use coconut extract as the surfactant in here. So you still get like a gorgeous lather without it feeling drying, stripping, tightening, all of that. So this is where everyone should start, the cleanser. It's just the game changer. This is where, you know, this is where your first step is. I then like to, you know, incorporate a really great moisturizer and like start with just a cleanser and a moisturizer. It's typically where I start with people kind of getting their skin nice and balanced using really two clean products. You know, you're going to wash your face, being the most important part of the skincare routine. If y'all didn't know, it is definitely number one. If you're not properly cleansing your skin, everything afterwards can kind of, you know, not work as great. And then our moisturizers. So we have two gorgeous moisturizers, our Air Whip Moisture Cream, adaptogen cream. So we have one that Kelsee is gorgeously modeling for us, the Air Whip Cream. And this is more of a light gel cream texture. And then we have our adaptogen cream, which is more of a cream textured moisturizer. So depending on skin concerns, texture preferences, there's a couple ways that we kind of figure out which one's right for, you know, a customer or whoever. And then we have really amazing treatment products. So from there, I'd start to build someone's routine based on, again, their concerns, their main concerns. So hyperpigmentation, we have an incredible vitamin C serum that we just launched. Is acne your main concern? We just launched our Super Clay Mask, which is phenomenal, game-changing, like literally cleared me up dramatically, quickly. I love it for maskne, whatever. Anything that's happening, the Super Clay Mask. And then our Dream Mask is another top seller. I mean, I could literally go on about every single product because, as we mentioned, they all have kind of turned into hero SKUs. But, you know, the Dream Mask is another huge, you know, fave too.
I got to butt in on this Super Clay Mask.
Yeah.
So I randomly got like a heat rash or something like that on my face the other day, and it was kind of nasty. I was like, what is going on? I put this on, and I kid you not, it was gone within 24 hours. Like, you couldn't even tell it was there. And I was so impressed.
I mean, incredible.
It was incredible. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Love to hear that.
Clay, the Super Clay hits.
Yeah, it's different.
I mean, one of the things that we always do with all of our formulas is we take, like, it's a combination of really powerful plants. So whether that's super greens like kale, spinach, and alfalfa, super berries like maki and acai, or, you know, different types of clay. We always supercharge all of our formulas with the latest innovation in science. So the reason why that mask works so quickly is it also has niacinamide and some salicylic acid in it at just the right amount, just so it works really quickly. And then we work on the formula so it's really enjoyable to use and not damaging to your skin. So a lot of clay masks are really drying. You know, it's like you almost want it because you're like, okay, just whatever's happening, I need this to end. I don't care how dry this gets. But then it really ends up damaging your skin more. Yeah. You produce more oil and you break out further. So the magic of that mask is how active it is, yet how like gentle and non-drying it is at the same time. And every formula has like certain scientific actives to like really, and that's going back to our professional heritage of like, is this something that estheticians could use? Does it work? Is it gonna, you know, I think, I think that's where we always go back to that. So, and we don't launch that many products either. So it's a couple a year, 2 to 3 a year. So we're really meaningful of like how long something takes, and we don't like to launch it unless it's, you know, we feel really good about it.
Amazing. I love it. And I'm loving all of this anatomy lesson that's going on here. I teach that, so I'm always like, yes, educate the people.
Used to the people. Let's do it.
There you go.
Come on. Okay, so you kind of already touched on this, Jessie, but if you could expound on it a little bit more, what is the most important part of your skincare routine?
Yes, I grazed past it, but it is cleansing. It is the very, very, very most important part of your routine. The superfood cleanser, to again just rave about its pH balance. So if you don't know what that means, essentially it has a built-in toner. So it's going to mimic the natural, pH of our skin, so it's not stripping at all. But when you're stripping and cleansing your skin with these like harsh surfactants that can be found in other cleansers, it takes away that natural, your skin's natural moisture, and it just kind of throws it off whack. Puts it out of balance. So toning obviously is very important, but why not have it all in, one step right here? And then I also recommend and highly suggest making sure you're double cleansing in the evening, because even if you're not wearing makeup, you're going to be wearing SPF, right? Because that's my second most important part. And you have to actually remove the SPF and then actually cleanse your skin. So you're not cleansing your skin once, because that's just taking off the SPF. You got to go in with that second cleanse, whether it's your gel or whatever, after a balm or oil, whatever you prefer. But cleanse, and then SPF, which we do not currently have, but lots of great brands out there for, clean SPF.
Awesome. Thank you.
Of course.
Got to use that sunscreen.
Yes,
Absolutely.
very, very important.
Okay.
Alicia, you want to take over into the next one?
Sure. I was glancing over and I was making sure I was on the right question. But because I was also glancing at all the products, and it just seems they're so well thought out and curated. I think what people admire about your brand is that it's intentional. And whatever you decide to release, you make sure that all the bases are covered and that the consumer is receiving a complete product and is getting exactly what that product, I don't want to say promise, because everyone's different. Everyone's going to have a different experience with your product, but definitely is going to experience what it says it's going to deliver in terms of the ingredients and the performance that they should expect. But the people are out there, and I was one of them. I'm better. We try too many skincare products. We get a little crazy, okay? We're cycling between 5 different cleansers, 5 different toners, all the serums. For the person who has tried every skincare product under the sun, it might still be. What product is most unique to the brand that they need to try?
Loaded question.
Ooh, good one. Bam. And she's out. That's it.
We're ready. We're prepared. What you got for us, friends?
Kwani, what do you think? Not to put you on the spot, but
maybe opinion.
Yeah, I got some ideas.
I got some ideas.
I see it right here, and I'm just going to share my personal experience and journey with this product. So, someone brought up, hyperpigmentation, and, that was why I started getting into skincare, because the dark spots that I had were, it was really depressing. I really did not like the way my skin looked. And so when we launched the kombucha 11% AHA, our exfoliation power toner, this was a game changer in helping my hyperpigmentation. So I wasn't working for Youth to the People. I was just like a fan of Youth to the People, and I had the chance to try this. And I think a lot of people who have hyperpigmentation, they tend to over exfoliate. And I felt like with this, even though it's a heavy hitting, it's a powerful toner, I felt like it didn't damage my skin. And I thought that was something that was unique to this product. But in addition to that exfoliation, I think the supporting ingredients, the black tea, the tree bark, the kombucha, like you said, it's giving that consumer a complete product that's going to mitigate any of those like unwanted side effects of like using powerful actives. So for me, and hyperpigmentation, you got to try the power toner.
That's a thing fave for me too.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, how about, because y'all just released your vitamin C serum, and Lorraine was asking, I answered on y'all's behalf. I'm so sorry because I looked at the ingredient list, but for people usually who are very sensitive to L-ascorbic acid, you rely on derivatives.
Exactly.
So for that person who's tried all the vitamin C serums, why is this one the one?
Yeah. So essentially, sorry, I'm chiming in before too. Everyone can chime in, but the energy serum, I think what's so unique about it is it has yerba mate. So that's the first thing. Yerba mate is very high in caffeine. So, this serum is fantastic for depuffing in the morning. We all wake. I don't know why I can't get this, like, the mirror of it. I always feel like it brings it over here. But anyways.
I know, it's like a right, left, right.
Yeah. But yeah, this is loaded with caffeine. So it's going to really depuff your skin in the morning. We all wake up puffy, whether it's from, too much sleep, lack of sleep, sugar, wine, whatever. This helps really depuff, contour. But then, the most special part about it is we do use really stable forms of vitamin C. So, sometimes vitamin C can cause purging, reaction, sensitivity, all of those things that won't happen with this because of the stable forms of vitamin C that we use. If you want to chime in on here too, Greg, on why this vitamin C is so special.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, this is like one of the most classic conversations of skincare, L-ascorbic acid versus the derivative, the classic conversation, and for good reason, because it's the whole goal is to get L-ascorbic acid to the skin, right? Like that's the goal. It is the ultimate antioxidant for skin, one of the tried and true ingredients that works. The problem with L-ascorbic acid is it immediately goes bad. Immediately, even if it's in the right packaging and the right system, it's like you got, they'll say you got 6 months, you probably got a month to get through it. It turns. And so once it turns, it might be fun on your skin, but you're not getting those benefits. So that's where the new derivatives really come in. On top of that, like it's hard to get 15% pure L-ascorbic acid on your skin without causing irritation. Like I can't do it. Like I can't do it consistently, right? And if you can't do something consistently, then you're not going to get the benefit, right? So we always say the best product is the one that you use, regardless of anything. Like if you use it because you like the way it smells and it feels, and you use it for 3 months straight, you have a chance, and it's stable, then you have a chance to get the benefits. So we use 3 types of vitamin C: ethyl ascorbic acid, THD ascorbate, and magnesium ascorbyl phosphate. The combination creates 15%. So it turns into L-ascorbic acid when it hits your skin. That's the key. And then as Jesse mentioned, we always are trying to not to innovate just to innovate, but just to think, what would make, every morning you're using this serum, what would make it even better AM serum? Well, caffeine will depuff. So if you can get the benefits of really good vitamin C plus depuffing, that's a great AM serum. And so we were all drinking yerba mate like maniacs in the office. I don't know if have any of you tried yerba mate instead of coffee?
Crazy
Not yet, because I'm not a coffee drinker.
Okay, if any of you have your morning ritual of any sort of caffeinated drinks, definitely try yerba mate. But it does the job. It's like this incredibly caffeinated leaf from South America. It's been used for centuries. It's an amazing plant, and it's also crazy nutrient rich with antioxidants. So. But yeah, so check that out. If you ever want to try something different, try the yerba mate. It's in the energy facial as well.
This is my fan favorite. This is my staple go-to product.
That's the one.
Yeah, I could never find an exfoliant that didn't tear or rip my skin, and I have the most reactionary skin on the planet. It's just a problem, and then I'll completely break out. So this was the first exfoliant / facial I could really use from home and not see a reaction to. It's really because the micro exfoliants within it's made from bamboo and diatomaceous earth. I highly recommend And a hot tip from myself and our team is the best like luxurious experience using this product is I put on a thin layer and then I get into the shower and then wipe it off in the shower. Your skin will feel so smooth and clear afterwards, but not stripped and damaged at all. So this is also made
for the way it smells.
Yes.
Hey.
It's a great reboot for your skin, right? Like, you know, a couple of nights of not washing your face at night, you know, stress. Like whenever I need a restart, I use our energy facial because it just kind of, you know, takes off all the dead skin cells, and you know, you just have like a fresh canvas to like reincorporate your routine. So it's definitely a really good reboot.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a great one. If you know you can't go see an esthetician or you're at home, like it's pretty much like an at-home facial, like a really quick 2-minute facial. So that one is, I feel like for like truly something that you try the first time and you're like, okay, that worked, that did something. That's definitely one of those products. It's like one try, you're like, okay, I'm completely exfoliated, skin is smooth, brighter. Yeah, so that's what's cool about that. Now, I will say, even though it is, I would say be gentle. Be gentle.
Yeah.
Be gentle. Because it's made to really work. So when you are massaging it in with water, just you don't need to get in there because it really is an effective
It'll get
product.
in there for you.
It'll get in there for you, exactly.
Yeah, and doing it in the shower is life-changing because the steam, you know, will really help activate. There's enzymes in there, which kind of loosen the skin up a little bit more. And it's just a better removal process. Like Sam was saying, when you rinse it in the shower, you know, it's like it's sand, it's diatomaceous earth. You know, it's a little bit more annoying to remove at the sink. When you use it in the shower, it's just a way better experience, and it rinses beautifully off. It's gorgeous.
I don't even have anything in here to be showing it off.
I can show mine. Mine is new. I can't wait to use it. I'm going to use it today.
I need to add that to my list. I am always for a good exfoliator, a nice extra like spa treatment in the shower. So this sounds like something I need.
Right up your alley.
Yeah,
no, this
exactly.
Definitely my fan favorite. Absolutely.
Well, that's a great part because we actually wanted to ask that. What is everybody's favorite? And I know we have shared so many favorites, but I want to share my favorite too. So we haven't talked about this. Where to start. Yeah, I was like, which one do I pick? I want to talk about this because this eye cream is so cushiony. I love it. And I have really dry under eyes, but the rest of my face is normal or a combination. But under my eyes, it just, you know, sometimes it gets a little crepe city. But I have been using this every single day, and it feels so restorative, and my under eye feels smooth. And I look in the mirror, and I'm like, my makeup looks really good today. And then it's, oh yeah, I use this because it's like good makeup starts with good skincare because I'm responsible. Skincare is responsible.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's my favorite. But I want everybody to go and share their favorite products, and if you know. You have more than one you can share, but the people want to know. Whoever wants to go first.
Yeah, I can keep going. Obviously, the energy facial, I just said, fan favorite. And then, of course, again, I said my skin is so reactionary. I could really never use like a cleanser that I felt was deep cleansing, but then gentle enough where I wasn't going to have any sort of breakout or issues afterwards. So as we've all touched on, pH balance, so it really has like that built-in toner and worked really well with my skin. This was obviously kind of how everyone gets introduced to the brand, but this is how I fell in love. And then on top of that, we talked about the Power Mask. I absolutely love the Power Mask. Again, I could never find a mask that was gentle enough, but really got rid of like my acne and really treated my target areas, especially within my T-zone. And this, another hot Sam take. I use this as a spot treatment all the time. So if I have like a really bad, just like one pimple breakout sort of situation from stress, I use this as a spot treatment. And as you said, Kelsey, you had that heat rash and it's gone in 24 hours. Same experience here. So love this.
Love it. I was freaking out That actually is like my favorite too, because I was like, oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
I was so, I mean, I was not expecting it not to work, but I wasn't expecting that. And so that was just like miraculous.
Yeah. And I love it too, because it still keeps, I've had tried all the masks probably under the sun, and this still keeps my skin like plump and hydrated and doesn't just feel like it dried the whole thing out to then start the process over again of needing a mask. Yeah. So love this. And it works.
My favorite product is the Yerba Mate facial right now. And I always say right now because it changes. This is such a game changer. It really just smooths out all my texture. I do it about twice a week in the shower now. Okay. And then just to piggyback, energy serum. I'm on my
I want to try that one.
Wow.
Yeah, and I have a lot of acne scars, discoloration, and this is just taking care of it and elevated my morning routine.
Quick question on the vitamin C serum, because I know some will actually fade freckles, and I have freckles and I don't want that to happen. So would your vitamin C be so active that it would fade freckles, or does it really just target dark spots that typically people would want to remove?
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, Greg, but I think that it's just going to address hyperpigmentation, dark spots. Freckles are probably a little bit more difficult. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. It should be good to go there. I know I don't want to lose the freckles, so gotta hold on to those.
Yes,
I know. I had a ton as when I was young, and now they've like on my face. Yeah, just like slowly, I'm like, I gotta hold on. So I'm with you there. I don't want anything too much vitamin C taking those up.
As I've gotten older, when I was like in, I don't know, first and second grade, I actually had a bare face. And I forgot that I was barefaced until I was looking back at pictures, and I was like, "Oh wow, I haven't had freckles since birth." And as I've gotten older, I've gotten more and more freckles. So I worked for a doctor who every day was like, "I can take your freckles off, and you can have like a perfect face." And I was like, "I like them." He's like, "But they're imperfections," and I'm like,
"No,
I'm okay with it." So I always want to make sure with like vitamin C and things like that are going to target dark spots. That it's not something that would fade my freckles, because I would be upset.
Yeah, no, totally understand. Yeah, you should be good there. You should be good.
Awesome.
Greg, what is your? I know it's hard to pick because they're all your babies.
Hard.
Yes.
It's hard.
So just say your favorite product today. Just
your July monthly favorites.
Yeah, I mean, even though we spent a lot of time, I mean, the dedication that went into that to the cleanser and is ridiculous. I do firmly believe like. Sometimes the cleansing step is overlooked, and it's so critical for skin health. It's so critical to have a cleanser that really works for you. So for me, that's a go-to. But another staple for my routine is the Adaptogen Deep Moisture Cream. It's incredibly moisturizing and hydrating, but not too heavy. So it's very modern in its weight, but the amount of moisture you're getting has a lot of antioxidants and nutrients from adaptogens like ashwagandha, rhodiola, reishi mushroom, squalane. So it's just really, the texture is amazing. So I haven't found a moisturizer that gives me that much hydration and moisture, but not feeling heavy and not clogging my pores in any way. I have very sensitive skin. So like anything will throw me off, and I've always got a couple things going on. So my cleanser, my moisturizers are key. I will tease that the next product coming out in September, I think, is actually my favorite. And I'm not saying that because it's coming out. It's just an amazing formula. It's in the exfoliation category. That's the only thing I'll tease that. And so that one is like key to keeping my skin balanced and fresh and illuminated. So that one I'm really excited. And that's like it's one of those products also that like everybody can use. So I always get excited when it's like, I can confidently be like, your skin's going to love this. It's not going to mess you up. It's just going to give you benefit. So August 31st-ish is the next launch.
August 31st.
Yeah. That was actually our next question.
Oh, did I lead into it? I led into it.
You did.
You did.
Okay.
That's all we needed to know. Yes.
Oh, there it is. So that's we're all heads down. And it also has a really important concept of just what we stand for around the brand. So it's both product and emotive and people. And so I think we're all excited to bring that to life and bring that message forward also. because every product has something emotive around it. Right? It's not a brightening serum. It's an energy serum. It's a dream mask. It's not a sleep mask. And so this product will have something that, because skincare is definitely, it's routine. It's when you go to sleep, when you wake up. And so we hope to connect a little bit deeper than just, you're taking time for yourself, giving yourself self-love. So our products are all built in that mentality also. So new name, new family that we haven't had as well. So
Really pumped.
Yes. And wait, we got to do Kwani's favorite. And I know you talked about kombucha, Kwani, but if you wanted to add on to that, feel free.
I was just gonna say, I strongly dislike moisturizers that just don't have the right texture. So whether it's like too thick, greasy, like your moisturizer is so important, especially like how it lays under your SPF, your sunscreen. So I really love Air Whip. I mean, it's almost like a hyaluronic acid serum, but it's got a touch of that cream in there, so you're gonna get that deep moisture without it being like too greasy, too thick, clog your pores. So Air Whip, that's like Superfood Cleanser and Air Whip, that's literally like dream team. That's like, it's your dream team, it's your dynamic duo. As Jessie said, like if someone is just starting their skincare routine, like you need those two products in your skincare routine.
Wow, you make me so excited about skincare, and I'm a makeup girl. I like skincare, but I love makeup. But I get excited listening to how excited you all are about skincare. You make me want to go wash off my glam. Put it back on.
The way you love makeup, I love skincare. So I feel you on that passion. I really love it.
And you guys that are watching, we have a code on their website. If you all want to shop any of their products, you can use our code, which is BTB20, and you can save 20% on their website. And it is valid until the 31st of July, right?
Yes.
Correct. So you all can use it as many times as you like.
And this code is for you. We don't make anything off of it. We just wanted to offer something for you all, and to brand it as well. So feel free to take advantage of the discount. And thank you so much for offering this to our followers as well.
Yes. So you guys can go shop it up and get a little 20% off. And I know you all have a lot of questions for everybody up here, because I've seen a few.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's ask a few questions. You guys, make sure you hold on until the end, because we do have a surprise now. So don't go away. All right. We have a surprise.
You don't want to go away.
Right. So get your questions ready. Let's see, because I saw a few.
I know what already answered.
Yes.
The one that I saw.
Let me see. I'm scrolling, y'all. I'm scrolling. Okay, Sharon
said she bought the adaptogen cream yesterday. She used it last night. It's already her new holy grail.
Yay! Okay, so Sharon said that she fell asleep with an acid pill on a few months ago, and it took a long time to calm irritation. And I know that wasn't a question, but what products would you say that could help address that if somebody else in the audience would do something like that?
I would say our two products in our adaptogen line. So it was, specifically formulated for reactive, sensitive skin. So we have our wonderful adaptogen mist. So it's like a serum in a spray bottle. So it's really great. And then we also have our adaptogen deep moisture cream. So again, this is going to be that deeper moisture, but it's not going to clog your pores. It's not too greasy, but it's really going to just get that deep hydration. It's also going to soothe and calm sensitive, sensitized, and reactive skin.
I love it. Let's see. I've never used an adaptogen cream. That sounds exciting. Lorraine. Hey, Lorraine. She said, "What's special about the eye cream?"
Ooh. So the eye cream, the Dew Dream eye cream, I think the coolest part about it is it has this really dope goji stem cell extract situation that really helps smooth the under eye texture and fine lines and wrinkles just so well. I'm big on eye cream because it really is more of a preventative thing, right? Like, the sooner you start using an eye cream, the better your eyes are going to look in 10 years. But I kid you not, I've actually seen such a huge difference in the texture underneath my eyes, the fine lines and wrinkles, just my eye area looks so smooth, so hydrated. It's 100% fragrance free, which is a lovely, for the eye area if you're more sensitive. And it's silicone free, so it won't give you those little milia, those little annoying little dots that are really difficult to get rid of underneath the eye. But that Goji stem cell, it just hits. There's something about it where I'm actually seeing a huge difference in my eye, and I just haven't really seen that with other eye creams.
I can agree. I've been using eye cream since I was 12 years old. I read an article in a magazine, Solange Knowles, shout out to Solange. She said, you're never too young to wear eye cream. And so I took that my little 12-year-old to my 12-year-old heart. And so I started using the eye cream, and I really can tell a difference. And I've tried, super expensive high-end eye creams. I've tried drugstore eye creams, and this one is one of the best ones I've ever used. I really love the way that it feels. And I'm not just saying that because you all are on here. I wouldn't just say anything. Everybody knows that. But I really, really love it. It's really great.
And I think you also earlier you touched upon like why you need an eye cream, because I know sometimes that's like a common community question is like, do I really need an eye cream? And you specifically said that the area around my eye is very dry, but the rest of my skin is more normal / combination. And so you hit the nail on the head. Like the skin around your eye, it's different than the rest of your skin on your face. And so that's why you do need a specific formula that's formulated for the delicate skin around your eyes. So you definitely need eye cream.
Tell the people, Kwani. Thank you.
There's a couple of questions about the vitamin C. So Maricela says she says, can the resurfacing facial be used before the vitamin C? And then Lizette said, is the vitamin C serum to be used every morning or less often?
Those are very good questions.
So the resurfacing facial can absolutely be used before you throw on the energy serum. That is no problem there. You can never have too much yerba mate, so go at it. And the second question was, okay, on the energy serum so basically the energy serum is designed for morning because it has that caffeine, you want to depuff, like that's when you should. It has this really gorgeous ginger scent to it. So it kind of wakes you up just from natural ginger extract that's already in the formula. It just helps energize the skin even more. But if somebody's like super hyper-focused on hyperpigmentation, okay, wow. They can use it AM and PM. Like it's not going to hurt, but I just really recommend it for the morning because vitamin C is also a very potent antioxidant. So it's going to protect your skin from environmental stressors, pollution, the sun. So yeah, first priority, put it on in the morning. And then if you want to throw it on at night as well, have at it.
And I think that's why I love our vitamin C serum, because a little hyperpigmentation trick is, yes, to use a vitamin C serum at night, but like, some vitamin C serums that can be like greasy, oily, like they can have like a really weird smell. So like, that's what I used to do. I used to like, in the past, I would do it at night because I just didn't like the way it smelled. I didn't like the way that it felt. So with ours, you're really getting like the benefits of vitamin C, but it's like, it's the weightless hydration. It's like a superior texture that like, again, I'm all about textures and how things like layer with each other. So like your serums, your moisturizers, your SPF, and then if you wear makeup. So it's like, I don't want any pilling or, just any of that. So like our textures, like that's really what hits, is like how it plays well, not only with our products, but with other products in your skincare routine.
Okay, so I need that immediately. Thank you so much.
Exactly. Yes.
I need on it. There. Yes.
Caffeine boost in the morning is a absolute savior for my skin. And depuffing, I as Jessica said, you can use it morning and night, but for that boost in the morning and to just set off everything else for texturing afterwards, it's definitely great in the morning.
I need that. I need all the depuffing in the morning.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we have so many amazing questions. I'm going to pick a few more because I know we've already been here almost an hour. Quickly, Alicia had to say bye. She's going to Maddie's house. Y'all know Maddie is the dog that she babysits or doggy sits. So she had to dip out. Tiffany wanted to know that about the skincare fridge. Would keeping your products cold affect the effectiveness? Affect the effectiveness. Okay. Yes.
I personally do not have a skincare fridge, and all products, work beautifully. So I think personally, it's kind of up to your personal preference on a lot of these things. and how you want to apply them and layer them throughout the day. So not for the effectiveness of any formula from our product.
Yeah, one of the things we work on, which we always have, is how stable the formulas are. And to really create a stable product, it's got to be able to be able to shift in temperature, either super hot or cold, and still keep very stable. So all the way down to it being effective and safe and all of those things. So having really good preservative systems and formulas that are stable in different temperature shifts. So yeah, totally all good to throw it in the fridge if you like getting that extra experience and keeping products cold. Ours will do great in that environment as well. And if you take it back out, it will be okay.
Greg said it's whatever. Yeah, wherever you want to put it, it's good.
Well, it's a great question though, because it's a great question because it really some products can shift in temperature, but we have to really work at that because if we have a partner like Sephora, it's going to travel, it's going to get into it's going to go across the country, and how can it hold up? You got to make really effective, stable products that can handle temperature shifts. So I know I haven't done the little fridge thing, but I always look at them and I'm like, gosh, I need to get that feeling because I know
I love
There's
it.
a lot of questions about the vitamin C serum.
It sure is. Tracy wanted to know really quickly before we dive into that if there's any recommendations for her dry teenage sun skin.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, I mean, I really think I would really just go with the cleanser and the Air Whip moisturizer, those two. A lot of times when, even though it's a gel cleanser, it really is great for all skin types, but it's strong enough to help with those teen breakouts. That's the magic of it. And a lot of times when you're trying to deal with teen breakouts, you can, I'm not sure what he's using, but if you're mixing in any sort of benzoyl or, too much salicylic acid to treat the acne, the cleanser is going to help clear it up without drying it out. So you're not having to use, even if you're using a cream cleanser or milk cleanser, but then you're drying it out with acne products, it can really, it's not good either. So we're trying to get to that skin health and balance. So the cleanser would be a great place to try and see also when you're really dealing with a situation like that, you could do our gel cleanser 3 days a week and your other cleanser, mix that in and then lay off of the acids and start to work cleanser in that way. That's a good approach as well.
Awesome. Growing up, Greg, did your grandma just make you come over to the house and y'all have spa days? It's come here, come on.
We would, because we had she had an advanced institute where people after they got their esthetician's license, you could go learn advanced techniques. So if we were out of school or something, we would be there. Somebody wouldn't show up for the facial, and they're like, "Well, Greg, get in there." So yeah, I mean, 8 years old, getting the full
school. Literally, it's the best skin ever.
But also just getting into what are you eating? What are you doing? Are you sleeping? She really had that approach, that 360. Are you stressed? What's going on in your life? Right. A lot of the times, how our skin and body is reacting is not just topical. So I think even just bringing that mentality in, trying to remember that, give ourselves a break. Show ourselves some love every day because everyone's got a lot of stress going on. Sure. And so, that combination of topical and inner is how we really get the goals, I think.
Awesome.
I just want to shout out and recommend all of you to follow out our editorial. So if you go on youtothepeople.com, we have a really great editorial that's headed by Alyssa and Minna. And it actually answers almost all of the questions that I see in the comments. So one of our most popular articles is, can you use retinol and vitamin C together? And so it's in our editorial. We did a really great piece on teen skincare. So we know, and it's not just about acne, teen skincare, it's the spectrum of different skin concerns and types. And so I definitely just wanted to shout out and recommend everyone to check out our editorial.
For sure. And I will add a link to that in the description box as well, so you guys can just find it really easily, because there are a lot of questions here and comments about vitamin C. So do you mind answering this question right here from Ariella? She wants to know, can you use, the vitamin C with that?
So for me, do you want to go, Jesse?
Oh my gosh, no, please go ahead and I'll chime in afterwards.
I was going to say personally, speaking to my skin and just hyperpigmentation, our power toner, for me, this is going to be something that I use at night. And so I would not mix this in the morning with my vitamin C serum. I think one thing that I love about our products is, it's all about listening to your skin too,
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, I'm an experienced exfoliator. I used to exfoliate like every single day, sometimes twice a day. So my skin can handle it, but someone like, Sam or Greg, they can't really mix, those different actives together. So it's really about listening to your skin first. But I would recommend our power toner to be used at night, and then our vitamin C serum, just because of the great caffeine benefits. You want to use that in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth, Kwani. And also, you really also want to stick with using acids at nighttime because they do make your skin more sensitive to the sun.
Right.
So making that kombucha toner part of your nighttime routine, vitamin C for the day, is going to be amazing.
One more question, a few more questions, just real. I am Jamila wants to know, will you all be adding an SPF soon? Okay.
In the works.
Slow nod.
In the works.
Okay.
In the works.
How about a cleansing oil or a balm in the future?
That might be coming real soon. Not
faster,
that one's that one might be coming real soon. So yeah,
y'all are getting all the teasers, all the juicy teasers. You heard it first on Behind the Beauty for sure.
You're hearing
I love it. And to close out the comments, Kennedy Green said that she had the worst reaction of her life last year, and the superfood cleanser was the only thing that helped to clear it.
Oh,
wow,
amazing!
That's amazing.
That makes our day. That makes our day.
Yes. So we are so excited to have had you guys here to close out our interview. Really not an interview. We're just having a conversation. Our conversation. Yeah. Yes, skincare conversation. We do have a surprise, like we said. Thank you all so much for staying until the end. We are going to be doing a giveaway. And really, Youth to the People is allowing us to do a giveaway in conjunction with them. So thank you all so much for that.
Yeah, thank you.
And I know that you all were going to showcase the products. I'm going to give you all the floor, and we'll tell you all what's in the giveaway, and then I'll tell you all how you can enter.
All right. So one lucky winner is going to win the superfood cleanser that you probably you heard all the things about.
Yes.
Super Clay Mask, which magically healed Kelsee's skin.
Yes.
Our energy serum, which we also raved about.
Mm-hmm.
And the yerba mate facial.
Yes.
Yay!
Excellent.
That is an excellent giveaway.
All four of them.
Yes, I'm so excited for you all to be able to try it because all of these products are truly amazing. And I've tried Youth to the People products in the past, and every single time I have had an amazing experience. And I keep coming back, and I'm so glad that we were able to get in contact and do this interview today. So if you all want to enter the giveaway, here's what you have to do. You have to follow our Instagram accounts. So I will have all of them linked down in the description box. Follow me at Kelsee Briana Jai. Follow GlamGirlChelsea. Follow Kinky Sweat. Follow Behind the Beauty Series. And last but not least, follow Youth to the People. And again, I will have all of those accounts down below. Once you have done that, make sure you come back and say a comment, whatever you want to say down in the comment section, and then leave your Instagram handle. This contest is open to those of you all who are residing in the U.S. and Canada. Once you've done that, this contest is going to end on Sunday. Let me get you all Sunday's date. That is Sunday, July 25th at 11:59 Pacific Standard Time. So my Californians, 11:59 your time. You have until that time to enter and leave your comment down below. Don't just leave your Instagram name, because that is going to be marked as spam. You have to leave a comment, say something, just say something. Yeah. And you leave your Instagram name, and I will, contact you in your DMs. So you have 24 hours to respond, and we'll pick one winner. If you don't respond within 24 hours, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to move on to the next winner. So definitely be paying attention to that. But if you don't, if you know, you might, everybody can't win, unfortunately. But remember, we do have a code, which is BTB20. Yes. So if you all have anything else that you would like to say, you can go ahead and take the floor. We appreciate you all. We've had such a great time learning more about you to the people. I knew you all were such great people. You can tell, I can feel your energy, and I've really enjoyed having you all here.
Yeah, I'll just close out really fast too with saying that we actually offer, if anyone's listening, free skincare consultations on newspeople.com. So you're able to meet with a lot of our incredible field team members, skincare experts, and they do one-on-one 15-minute consultations. So you can actually sign up for that directly on our site.
Yeah. Oh, and I have it in the description box too. So thank you so much for reminding me of that.
The link, yeah, you guys have the link in the description box where you can sign up for a skin consultation with one of our experts.
Awesome. I had a skincare consultation with you, Jessie. It was bomb.
And I'm scheduling mine for next week or the week after that. Yes.
Yes. So definitely do it. It's so beneficial. But Greg, if you had anything else that you wanted to say.
No, just thank you for having us. We all had such a good time, and felt the energy as well. So I'm happy that we were able to make this happen and get a chance to talk about the brand for a little bit.
For sure. You all are in LA, right?
We're in LA, yeah.
Yeah, when I come out there, I want to drink this in a real drink form. I'm going to come hang out.
Please come visit us.
We are.
Come visit our office.
Hello, we're here.
I pull up for real. I really pull up. So
you're welcome. I'm at the office now, so
yes, I will come.
Love it.
Yes, well, thank you all so much for coming. You guys, stay tuned. Make sure you follow our account. Even if you don't enter into the giveaway, follow our accounts, and then that way you can stay in touch with us, especially you to the people. You know, all of those slow yeses to those products. You all want to know about that, so you want to stay in the loop. So thank you all so much for joining. Y'all have a great night. Chelsea, you have anything you want to say?
Thank you so much. This was once again another memorable Behind the Beauty episode. So we could not be more happy and thankful to have you all. And we'll be back soon. So stay tuned.
Thank you guys so much.
Bye. Bye.